revenue savings, cost saving alone, SNIT is no longer producing SNIT cards. From the savings alone, from card body, just not buying and personalizing and printing cards, they are in the region of about 30 million. The same with National Health Insurance Authority.
Okay.
The same with GRA, piggybacking on the Ghana card and, the tax identification number and all of that. Colossal savings all along the way. And look at the telcos. Look at all the banks, all 25 universal banks in the country have been onboarded onto the national identification, the verification platform that we have built with, our partners have built with us and are implementing. And in fact, as I speak.
Considering your passion when it comes to this identification thing, if I don't come in, we'll leave our audience out. There are a number of questions that they've sent in also that we would want to go into. But really, there are some issues that I wanted us to just clarify. At least we just started a public sector registration recently.
But I haven't answered your question properly. Okay. The one about finance. So I'm saying that there are two sources.
You are in good standing, you say.
The government of Ghana owes IMS.
How much are they
I think
owing us? Because
even
the last time 100
that,
million was released.
I think at least some 80 million would still be in debt. And I mean, in USD. So there is quite a bit of money for government to pay. I hadn't adverted my mind to the specifics because.
So as at March, when that 100 million CDs was released, after that,
there was still about 90. Oh, there was still about 90.
Okay.
And then there have been what is when you fail to pay? What's the term? I've forgotten. There's been a couple of months more added.
Yes.
Where arrears, thank you, that's the word. Where which has gone up, and that part of it also issues from what is called a government support agreement. Government of Ghana was so convinced about the viability of this project, and it is so extremely viable that it undertook to basically underwrite any revenues that should have gone to the private partner for any given month if the project doesn't generate revenue. Okay. And this project was delayed by a whole year, not because of anything NIA did. That's number one. Number two, the registration of Ghanaians in the diaspora was expected to commence within 6 months after the commencement of the mass registration. That also, as we know, has not happened. And mass registration started on April 29th, 2019. So revenue that ought to have come in from 2019 it's not coming in. Call it delayed. Whatever it is revenue that's not coming in, and therefore it has cost implications, and it affects the revenue model that underpins this whole project. Part of the debt that we're talking about issues from that.
Okay.